Hello everyone, let's talk about another easy problem on Leetcode today. Minimum number of moves to seat everyone. In this, we are given n seats and n students in a room. Then we are given an array seats of length n, where seats I is the position of the highest seat. And also, we are given a student's array of length n, such that student j is the position of the jth student. We may perform the following move any number of times. So increase or decrease the position of ith student by 1, that is moving the ith student from position x to x plus 1 or x minus 1. Then we have to return minimum number of moves required to move each student to a seat such that no two students are in the same seat. Note that there may be multiple seats or students in the same position at the beginning. Now let's try to understand the example. So in a room, we have the seats like this. For example, we have seat at position 3, we have seat at position 1, right? We have seat at position 5. Then we also have in the same room students, right? So one student is at position 2, second student is at position 7, which will be after 5 somewhere, and third student is at position 4th, somewhere here. So then they say that the students are moved as follows. The first student is moved from position 2 to position 1. So this student actually goes here. Similarly, the second student is moved from position 7 to position 5. Okay, so this student actually moves here. And third student is moved from position 4 to position 3, right? And whenever we move, we calculate the distance we moved in the x direction and sum it up. So here the x direction difference was 1, right? 4 to 3 was also 1, and 7 to 5 was 2. So in total there were 4 moves, and that is the answer. So the idea is to move the student to the closest seat so that they have to make a minimum number of moves. So for example, for this seat 1, student 2 was the closest, so we moved it. Like 2 was close to both 1 and 3, right? But suppose we chose 1 as an answer. Then 4 was close to 3 and 5, but let's say we chose 5. Now because student at position 4 chose 5, only seat student at position 7 can choose is seat number 3, right? And that means the number of moves that student has to make is 4. So that actually increases our answer. So the number of moves in this case, it will be 4 plus 1 plus 1. So it will be 6 moves in total. And we know that that is not the smallest answer. So each student has to choose the closest to them, but in such a way that they do it greedily. So we will always choose the position closest to them, but they shouldn't skip the seats. If you look at this view, you can see that I had kept the seat position sorted so that you can visually see it. But actually, that's what also the solution expects. So we will sort both the arrays and then find a minimum difference between the student's position at ith index and seats position at the ith index, whoever is the closest, and then we sum it up, and that is our answer. So now let's jump into the code part. So code is actually very simple. So the main thing was like to understand that actually this is a greedy problem, not like it is not like dynamic programming or some other problem. So then the idea is simple. We will just sort seats, then we will sort students, and then we will create an answer variable, and now start looping using the index because we want to get both seats and student difference. So now the idea is that because we can move in either direction, negative or positive, they will count in number of moves. So we will just use math.abs for that, to get the absolute value. And let's return the answer now. Yeah, that is enough. I think let's run this code. It should be seats, not seat. Yeah, let's run it again. Let's submit the code now. Cool. So in terms of time complexity, it is O of n log n because we have to sort both seats and students arrays. And then we run the O of n times loop. So it is n log n, where n is the length of the arrays. And in terms of space complexity, we are not using any extra auxiliary space. So it will be O of 1. I hope this solution was easy to understand. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Have a nice time. Thank you.